I'd like to welcome you guys to my newest weekly series, Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where every single Thursday morning I post a video covering everything vintage, stuff that's going up, stuff that's going down, and we go over all the big recent auction sales. And I do got to mention, if you guys could hop over to my Instagram and please give me a follow there, I would really appreciate that. The link is in the description. Just know I post something new there every single day, whether it's something from my personal collection or Pokemon news like sets or cards being revealed. It's also much easier to hit me up there. And then too, if you guys could leave a like and comment, that would also mean a ton. Just know I comment back to every single person. It's the least I can do. But all right, let's get to it. We are starting off with XY Breakthrough Booster Box. I love this set. It's coming down in price a little bit. Was $665 a couple months ago. Now $599, $614, and $599. So not coming down a ton, but good little chunk. Next, we got XY Primal Clash, another very solid XY set. Also coming down in price a little bit. Was $578 a couple months ago. Last sold $549, $549, and $549. Next, we got this Mega Powers Collection EX box. Now, this box was like a $300 box, but someone just got one on July 12th, $200 plus $11 in shipping, best offer. I clicked on the pictures. Box looks great. Another one here, $239 or best offer with $11 in shipping. That was July 8th. One for June 1st, $277 or best offer. So it's coming down in price a little bit, but if you really look at the box, I mean, it is a beautiful box. The promos in there are crazy. Take a little peek here. We got the Mega Lucario. I mean, look at these full arts. Like, this is just wild. And then too, you got XY Breakthrough, Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, Evolutions, Breakpoint. But yeah, we got the Jumbo Mega Lucario EX, a full art Zygarde EX, the regular Mega Lucario EX, the Mega Metacetric EX, and the full art Jolteon EX. Beautiful box. All right, next is the Gengar full art EX from XY Phantom Forces. This might be the best Gengar card. I've looked at basically every Gengar card, and this thing is crazy. That's all surprised that it's actually coming down in price a little bit. So it was $170, and then we got the last sale here at near mint at $130. So, you know, just that one cheap sale. But you never know. It's TCG Player. When I looked it up on eBay too, we did have a few sales around 140 to 150 in near mint, but it was borderline near mint lightly played when I really looked at the pictures. That's where the condition really matters for these cards. All right, next we got the Gengar EX box. You know, XY Evolutions. Looks like you got a Steam Siege, Fates Collide, Breakpoint, Ancient Origins, a Jumbo Gengar EX, and the regular Gengar EX. Coming up in price a little bit, was $123. Last sold $165, and then months before that, $150. Next, we got the Kanto Power Collections box. I love these things. I have a few of these. This is coming up in price a little bit. So it was coming down, but last sold $239 and $209. So pretty expensive for that box. I think it is 10 Evolutions packs. And the promos, they're okay. They definitely could have been better. All right, next we got the black and white booster packs. Now, a lot of people buy loose packs for vintage sets. I mean, it's honestly all a lot of people can afford. And if you're getting it from a legit seller who's cracking these boxes open, there's nothing wrong with getting some loose packs. So, you know, maybe go look at all the sets and find your favorite sets and get a few loose packs. But this is coming up in price a little bit. Was $70 a couple months ago. That sold $79, $79, and $69 the month before that. Check the year high on that. I'm guessing that's right now. Yep. So $80 for just a loose black and white pack. All right, next we got some sleeve boosters here. These are all coming up in price a little bit. Even Steam Siege, you know, was $11.73. Last sold $13.48, $13.49. And those are very recent sales. And then we got Fates Collide coming up in price. I actually really love this sleeve booster. I think this thing is beautiful. Not the biggest fan of XY Fates Collide, but that sleeve booster specifically is very nice. So it was $13.41, last sold $13.75, $14.75, $14.75, and it looks like it's about almost $17 to get one shipped. All right, next we're hopping to Pokedata.io, checking Team Rocket First Edition Booster Pack. And we are going way back here to 2001. It's just crazy. These packs just go up and down, up and down, up and down. But that was kind of during the COVID boom. But right now it is coming up in price. Look at this. $370 for for a first edition Team Rocket booster pack. Kind of crazy. And then you got to remember too, there's unweighed packs, there's different pack arts. So there's going to be a lot of different prices when looking at these, but we'll take a little peek. So first edition unweighed, $209. Don't know who the pack art is. We got a heavy one right here, $421. Another unweighed, $310. Unweighed, $305. Heavy, $486. So definitely going up in price. And just imagine when the actual Team Rocket set comes out, like that month before, could even go up more. Next, we're checking the unlimited. Not quite as dramatic, but definitely going up. I mean, 168 in May, and now, you know, almost over $200. Let's check here. Doesn't say anything about weight. 152, 190, 190. That one's weighed 20.7. 190, 190, 160, 177, 200. So it looks like we're getting close to that $200 mark as the average. A couple low 170s and 150s and 160s. There's a 148 right here. Not too bad. But yeah, definitely going up in price a little bit. Next, the shiny full art Mega Rayquaza, which sucks because I need this card for my collection. Definitely going up in price. PSA 10 was about $400 and it's just climbing $800. And I think it's got a few more bigger sales here in the last day or two. But look at these last raw sales here. $200 near mint. Another one, 200, doesn't say near mint. 130, doesn't say condition. $37 for a near mint, very lightly played. That's a crazy good deal. So we got a PSA 9 for 245. But yeah, when you're seeing these higher ones too, they're probably super minty, you know, possible PSA 10s. So that's why they're getting that high price. But definitely going up in price here. Here's a PSA 9 for 350. Kind of crazy because someone just got one for 245. Another raw for 199. But yeah, a lot of these mega cards are starting to go up in price a little bit. Such a nice card though, seriously. But I'm not sure how long it will last. I mean, once the set comes out where we're getting special illustration rare mega cards, I don't know how many people are going to want to still be collecting and spending all this money on these older vintage cards that got hyped up because of new set, when everybody can go out and buy these boxes and open packs and possibly pull. I mean, I can almost guarantee you the mega cards will be better than what we got. A lot of people don't even like these mega cards. Like, I like a handful of them. You know, the Rayquaza, the Primal Kyogre, stuff like that. Even the 3 starters are pretty solid for XY evolutions, but otherwise, a lot of them are not the best. I like the whole Japanese name. I get it. It's cool. But then you also got to get the Japanese version to see it in English. So, I don't know. Not my favorite gimmick for card-wise. For the game and show, absolutely. So I'm very, very excited to see some special illustration rare mega cards. Next, we got the secret rare Blastoise from Black and White Plasma Storm. If you guys didn't know, you know, beautiful little shiny cards. I think they also have the Charizard too. Coming up in price a little bit. Last sold $1,525 in a PSA 10. We'll check that all the time. I mean, look how cheap this thing was. $196 in May in 2018. And now it's $1,500. But the all-time high was $2,250. But that was in 2022. So that was getting towards the end of the big boom. So it's kind of nice to see it coming back up in price. They are cool cards. Let's check the last sales here. Raw, moderately played 125. Lightly played 146. PSA 9, 325. There's that 10 for 1,500. Let's see if we can find a near mint somewhere. 247 raw. It's probably near mint. We got a 135 raw here. Says mint. So another one here. Near mint with pick. 159. So not terrible. Very cool cards. I know the picture probably doesn't do it justice. You got to see these cards in person. All right, next we got the set Call of Legends. And if you guys didn't know about Call of Legends, it is an awesome little set. I mean, look at all these shiny cards. So these are all shinies, and look at these trainers. I still think these are the best trainers we've ever gotten. I mean, $159 for a Darkness Energy, and same with the Reverse Hollow. But look at all these legendary shinies. And then, yeah, like I said, the energies. But then even if you scroll down further, I mean, every art is sick. I mean, look at the cracked out Flareon, the creepy looking Ninetales. Like just every card is pretty unique looking. So I'm a big fan of this set. I do have a handful of these cards. I do have them in a binder, but I do not have the set complete. I'm probably like 60% there. I just like that it's a smaller set and the, commons and uncommons are very solid arts. And the thing is, these cards went absolutely wild during the boom and they just haven't fallen off a ton. So we'll check here. The all-time. I mean, look at this craziness during the boom. Was $450 in a PSA 10 in 2019, all the way up to $11,322 in 2021. Now right around 10 grand in a PSA 10. So it's pretty wild how much value these cards have held. So if anybody is sitting on a bunch of these near mint copies, check them out. If they are really mint, definitely get them graded. Let's check another one. I love this Deoxys. Just makes me want to click on them. Let's check that all time again. So, same thing. $100 in a PSA 10 in 2018, up to $2,425, down to $1,875, back up a little bit to $2,125. But super cool set. Definitely check it out. And for raw, it's not super expensive. Now, I've gotten quite a few of them, like right here, Shining Deoxys near mint, $76 on auction. Kind of expensive, but not ridiculously expensive. Just compare it to an alt art from Sword and Shield. So not too bad. And PSA 9 is about $2.99. All right, next we got the Gengar Prime card. I actually need this card for my Prime collection. Coming up in price a little bit. Was $87.79. Last sold $94. We got a picture and $99 before that and $100 before that. All within the last few weeks. This is one of the best Prime cards there is. Super underrated cards, to be honest. Next, we got another Gengar. We got kind of a Gengar theme today. I just started looking up Gengar, and there's so many cards for Gengar. It's wild. But the level X is also coming up. I also need this card. I do collect level X's too. So it looks like it was about $64. Last sold $99.99 and $110. Pretty good price for that card. All right, we are checking the weekly auctions. It was PWCC, but now it's Fanatics Collect. So we'll check the last week here for English, and then after this, we will do Japanese, trying to have stuff for everybody. So we got a CGC Basic 10, first edition Shadowless Charizard, sold for $34,200. See, whenever I see that, I always think, could it have gotten a PSA 10? Because if it would have been worth way more. Like, way more. All right, we got one of my favorite cards. Now, I had this card a long time ago, but it was super rough. So I ended up trading it. But it's the 2000 Topps Pokemon the Movie hologram. This is the first appearance of Lugia. And if you guys don't know, I love stuff when it's the first appearance. That's all I collect for comic books. Every comic book that I own is a first appearance of a character. I don't have any other comic books. Those are my favorite. I love getting the first of, something like Pokemon cards, everything. That's why, when these new sets come out, like Miraidon and Koraidon, they're special illustration rares. Those are like the first cards ever for them, and they're some of the best arts we've ever gotten in Pokemon history. So I love collecting stuff like that. That's why Paldea Evolved is so good. It has all the starter Pokemon, a bunch of new legendaries for their first cards ever. A lot of people don't think about that, and it does matter, especially, you may not like these new Pokemon, but a million kids do. So next, we got the Diamond and Pearl Stormfront Holo Charizard. So this is basically a reprint of the original Charizard, just done with a little bit different art. PSA 10, $9 grand. We got a base set Shadowless E3 Stamp Red Cheeks Pikachu, PSA 10, $5,520. We got a Shadowless Raichu, PSA 10, sold for $5,160. Very good price for that card. Next, we got a Shadowless First Edition Holo Zapdos, PSA 10, Gem Mint, sold for $4,920. And that's what I'm saying about this Raichu being a good price. This is a Shadowless. This isn't even first edition. And it's sold more than the first edition Zapdos for base set. Both PSA 10s. That is super crazy. All right, we got a first edition Shadowless Nidoking here, sold for $4,800 in a 10. We got a first edition Shadowless Blastoise in a 9, sold for $4,320. I do have that card in a 9, but it's a thick stamp. Next, we got a Shadowless Charizard 9, sold for $3,840. We got a CGC 9.5 first edition Shadowless Blastoise, sold for $3,240. We got a Shadowless Mewtwo in a 10, sold for $2,760. Basic CGC 10 first edition Shadowless Gyarados, sold for $2,640. And then they put the CGC population 1 of 7. But remember, don't let that be the decision on why you're buying the card. CGC just started doing this for Pokemon cards. So, of course, there's not going to be that many graded. So, next, we got the first edition Team Rocket Dark Blastoise in a 10, sold for $2,640. First edition Shadowless Poliwrath in a CGC Basic 10, sold for $2,000. And just if you guys know, if you guys do want to get a cheaper first edition Shadowless Holo card, Poliwrath, very good option. I can always find that card for a good deal. Next, we got the Legendary Collection Charizard in an 8.5 for CGC, $1,650. Shadowless Charizard Beckett 8, sold for $1,440. First edition Snorlax Jungle Holo, basic CGC 10, sold for $1,410. We got another Legendary Collection Charizard in a CGC 8, $1,380. Another one of these first appearance Lugias, BGS 6.5, $1,320. Next, we got the Topps Chrome Pokemon Series 1 Techno Blastoise, BGS 9.5, sold for $1,170. Ooh, we got the Aquapolis Holo Suicune, PSA 10, $1,170. I love that card. We got the Beckett 9.5 Shadowless Pikachu, Yellow Cheeks, sold for $1,140. And to end it off, we got the first edition Shadowless Chansey, very, very hard card to grade. We got a Beckett 9, population 1 of 14. Now that's saying something for BGS because they've been doing this a long time. That's sold for $1,000. All right, time to check out some Japanese. We got a no symbol rarity Holo Alakazam in a 10, sold for $27,000. Wow, we got a Japanese Electabuzz, no rarity symbol, PSA 10, sold for $10,800. Crazy how expensive those are. We got a Beckett 9.5. 2012 Japanese Black and White Spring Carnival 3rd place Bronze Victory Cup. $9,300. It's a mouthful. We got more of the 2016 Japanese XY promo 20th anniversary Festa Holo Pikachus in pristine 10, sold for $8,100. And then we got the same exact card in a PSA 10, sold for $7,500. So that is a perfect example right there. I mean, that's only $600, but CGC pristines are really, really gaining momentum. Next, we got a Japanese Neo Holo Shining Steelix, BGS 10 Pristine, $5,880. We got a Top Sun Blueback Charizard, no number, $5,520 in a 9. We got a Japanese promo Winter Challenge Mysterious Pearl in a 10, $5,280. We got a Japanese play promo Gold Star Jolteon in a 10, sold for $4,200. We got a Japanese Darkness into Light Shining Celebi in a 10, $3,960. Japanese no rarity symbol Magikarp, $3,600 for a Magikarp. Super crazy. Next, we got the Scream Mimikyu promo Munch in a 10, sold for $3,480. We got a no rarity symbol Charmeleon, sold for $3,360. We got a Japanese base set Charizard in a 10, sold for $3,240. Next, we got the Rayquaza Poncho in a 10, sold for $3,120. A no rarity Charmander in a 10, $2,880. First edition Holo Latias Gold Star, 2004, in a 10, sold for $2,880. And we got the Japanese E-Card promo in a 10, sold for $2,760. That's from 2002. Wow, it's a beautiful Pikachu card. I don't think I've seen this Pikachu card before. I'm going to have to show this to my wife. A 2016 Pokemon Japanese XY Promo Battle Festa Holo Pikachu in a PSA 10, $2,760. We got the Rayquaza Poncho Pikachu again in $2,760. No rarity Nidoking in a 9, $2,340. Then we got a Magikarp Poncho in a 10, $2,250. A Gyarados Poncho in a 10, $2,220. Gotta have the duo if you're getting one. And to end it off, a Pikachu Scream PSA 10, sold for $2,190. So yeah, that was today's Pokemon Throwback Thursday. If you guys do see anything moving up or down in the market, please let me know. It helps out so much. especially for vintage because the stuff is just all over the place. And if you guys are interested in using Pokédata, it is free to sign up. But if you guys want all the features, like to check the lifetime and all that, you can use my link in the description to sign up for the Pro membership. I would really appreciate that. But I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon What If Wednesday, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.